Hello. Good morning, everybody. I am so excited to teach you this project today. I love to give the gift of homemade bread, and I like to make banana bread and pumpkin bread and gingerbread. And so today we're going to create these amazing little covers for your homemade bread. I've got two to share with you. So you can see this one here uses those little disposable tins with the lid and everything. So those are a great way to give the gift of bread. It's got a little bit different measurements. So this one here is if you just make your little mini loaves. There we go. You can just wrap it up. And then you've got something pretty. We love pretty, right? All right, let me get back over here. I'm going to bring onto the screen my bestest friends. Brenda is over on YouTube. She'll be answering your questions over there. And my daughter, Christina, is over on Facebook. She'll be answering your questions and comments over there. So welcome, my friends. I'm so glad to have you here.
Good morning. It's good to be here.
Brenda was here last week, so I'm kind of sad that she's not here.
Me too.
She got to be live with me last week. We had fun.
We did, but I did miss all the bad weather, so that's good.
That's good.
Yes. She got home in the nick of time. So we are very grateful for that.
Yeah, literally the nick of time. I mean, it started that next morning. So yeah, that was something else. But between that and dodging all the deer on the road, I'm just telling you, I was like, oh,
those are so scary. I'm sorry, but the deers in the road, that terrifies me.
Especially at night. Yep.
Yeah.
There were lots of them. So I just decided to stop a little earlier than I normally do. And I'm glad I did. So.
Well, looks like we've got about 76 of you on live already. Yay. So welcome. We want to give everyone a chance to get on live because they may have just gotten the notification that we've started. So we've got Kim and Debbie from Ontario. Welcome. And Janine. Janine Hoffman's here. Betty from North Carolina. Maribel, good morning from Cleveland. I'm so glad that you're here. Welcome, everybody. So we do like to give everyone a chance to get on live. So here's my little spiel I give you every single Thursday. If you're here for the stamping, I'm so glad you're here. And if you're watching the replay, you can just scroll forward until you see my hands, because I know you guys are ready to get to stamping. So just scroll forward until you see my hands. All right. But for everyone joining us live, we do like to just kind of get on. Oh my gosh, Arlene's here from New Zealand. That is so cool. One of the places I've always wanted to visit, by the way. Let's see. We've got Nell from California.
Connie, do you want to hear my travel story?
I want to hear a travel story.
Okay, so it's more telling on myself story, but so I'm listening to my radio on my way home, and a song comes on that I've listened to my entire life. Sorry about that. And goodness. Anyway, I was listening to the radio, and it was Drift Away, and I'm belting it out, and all of a sudden I'm like, I don't think those are the words. I have sang the wrong words to that song forever. I now know the real words. Because all of a sudden I was like, that doesn't even make sense.
Oh, we all have those songs.
So apparently the song is Give Me the Beat Boys.
It's not Give Me the Beach Boys?
You thought it was the Beach Boys?
I always thought it was the Beach Boys.
I thought it was Give Me the People That Soothe My Soul.
I love that.
I now know.
All right. We want to hear your comments. Okay. Give us that song that you have sang wrong. I did for a long time. I think I did think it was Give Me the Beach Boys because I was a huge, and still am, a huge Beach Boys fan. And so I think my words are fine.
Yeah.
Just saying. But yeah. Oh, that's so funny when we have those moments. And for me, it's like I'll be singing like, I don't know, Bon Jovi or something. And I'm like, when you hear the words come out of your mouth and you go, that doesn't make any sense. I don't think those are the words.
It really, when it hit me is all of a sudden the grammar police in my brain come on and I'm like, that can't be right.
Give me the people who soothe my soul.
Who soothe my soul. Not give me the Beat Boys that feed.
That feed my soul? Is it feed?
I think it's feed. I'll have to look
see.
it
Okay,
up.
I've been singing it wrong then.
It's not soothe.
I think I thought it was free my soul. We're all wrong.
Anyway. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, Shirley thinks we're hilarious. So thank you, Shirley. Yep. Oh, Sandra says, I always sing your version too. So see, there you go. We're all just wrong.
I wonder if somebody else sang it wrong and recorded it.
Yeah.
I'm going with that.
Terry says, oh, your hair is getting so long. I know it is. And look at the roots. Woo! Time to get those done. In fact, so I'm doing things a little different. Do you guys feel things are a little bit different here? Yeah, we changed some things up in my stamp room. And yeah, you're now going to be able to see my face as I stamp, but that means you might be seeing a lot of my roots. So anyway, okay, Bridget says, my daughter's favorite song growing up was from Cocktail, and we were singing it one time, and she said, no, it's Off the Floor with the Keys instead of the Florida Keys. So I know what song you're talking about, and it's by the Beach Boys. It's Kokomo.
Kokomo.
Because I was married in Kokomo, but not that Kokomo. Kokomo, Indiana. Not nearly as glamorous as the real Kokomo. Where is Kokomo?
Kind of like I used to visit family in Nashville, Illinois. Not the interesting Nashville.
Not the fun
Illinois.
Nashville. Yeah, there's lots of those, right?
I think my other favorite was when Perry was about 8, the song Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls.
Right.
He sang it, Go, Go, Jason Waterfalls.
Yes. Go, Jason Waterfalls.
There it is.
Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to.
Yeah. All about
well,
Jason.
We're gonna party today, man. I'm gonna have all those songs stuck in my head.
So let's get busy with an actual project.
I think we'll get to stamping. All right. Hey, thanks for letting us just chat here for a little bit, friends. We love it. All right. There I am. Hi. I'm down here in the corner for you guys. All right. So these little package ideas are super, super easy. It doesn't take a lot of cardstock either. I really wanted to simplify this. On today's blog post, I will have links to where I got these tins. I got them over on Amazon. And this one, I do have a link to. Oh, and I should have brought them up here. Christina, I might have you bring up one of my silicone little pans that I got. But that way, all of your little breads will be the same. So I'll have Christina run over to the kitchen. That's the great part about her being here. And I'll show you those because they came in so handy. I'm telling you, they were amazing. So yeah, I'll show you those here in just a minute when we go to make this one, because we're going to start with this one here. All right, friends, here we go. Oh, let me show you. Look at the inside. We got a great tag. We're going to do some fun stuff on this. And I really loved this pool party pom-pom trim on it. So cute. All right, here we go. Oh, you know what? Before I jump in, I am going to let you know, because you guys always love free downloads. I know you do. And I love giving them to you. So we've got a free download today. You're going to have the supply list, the measurements for the mini loaf with the tin and the lid, and then the mini loaf just you've wrapped up in cellophane. So you'll have both of those. Here's some photos. And also, you're going to want to make sure you have that QR code, because I'm doing some things on today's video. You may have to come back and watch this video again for a few of those little tips and tricks. Okay. So I also like to share with you my supply list for today's video. So if you're in the United States, I would be so thrilled to be your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You can click this image, or you can click this link right here. It'll take you directly to my website, and the Stampin' Up! Supplies will be there. You can't buy bread there. Sorry. No bread, just Stampin' Up! Supplies. But I'd love for you guys to check that out. Okay, with that, let's jump in. Here we go. My stamp set, I'm only going to use one stamp set today, and that's Greetings of the Season. I love myself a really good Christmas greeting set. And this one, for me, it was all about these fonts. They are gorgeous. Lots of mix and matching of the words, so you're going to have some fun with that, okay? Let me show you We're going to start. Let's go ahead and get started with the base. All right. So this is a piece of garden green cardstock, and it is 4 1/4 by 11. Yay! Half a sheet. We love that. Thank you, Christina. So I'll show you those here in a minute. So garden green, 4 1/4 by 11. Now I've got some scoring lines on here. I'm going to go ahead and just bring in my Simply Scored, because what I'm going to have you do is put the 11 inches right up there at the top. And we are going to score at 1 1/4, 3 1/4, and 4 inches. Now we're going to rotate this all the way around, and you're going to do that again. 1 1/4, 3 1/4, and 4 inches. All right. So that's super easy to score. Now remember, this one that we're scoring, this is for the one with the tin and the lid. So these measurements are going to be perfect. You're not going to have to make any adjustments. All right, I'm going to go ahead, come in with my bone folder. I'm going to give all of these lines a good crease. And then we're going to decorate with some designer series paper, and then we're going to make a really fun tag. Now I want to show you, here's my bread. Yum. It's been in my freezer. By the way, these freeze great, so you could start now and get ready for Christmas. But I want you to kind of see, do you notice it's not touching? Yeah, we're going to fix that here in a minute, because we're just simply going to add like a little spacer right here. Should you need any more space, you can adjust right here. Okay. But I'm not going to put that on just yet. I think I want to go ahead and get all my designer series paper adhered. So let's see what I've got. I have got a piece. This is from Reindeer Days. This pattern. Oh my gosh. It thrilled me. Let's see. My first piece here. This is a 2 3/4 by 4. And you know what? I started to just put little dots of adhesive. I'm going to give you a tip. You're going to want adhesive on all 4 sides, because as this kind of curves a little bit, we don't want any lifting of that designer series paper. Okay. All right. Now I've got 2 pieces, and these 2 pieces are 1 3/4 by 4. Again, do you notice it's by 4? So you're going to really save on your designer series paper, because you could cut 4 inches off of that 12 by 12. Super easy to do. Again, adhesive on all 4 sides so we don't fight it. And that's going to go on these panels. You'll be able to see pretty easy where these pieces go. Now, the ends are the bottom. We're not going to put anything there. So, all right. Ooh.
Connie?
Yes, ma'am.
Dorothy is wondering if you will share your recipe for the bread. What do you think of possibly we can throw up a post and people can ask for it and we'll send them a link?
Yeah, if you're over on Facebook especially, I mean, you know, I change my bread recipe all the time. I'm always trying new ones. But I can tell you one thing that I really like about this particular recipe that I started using. I've lost a piece of designer series paper, is that it uses brown sugar instead of white sugar. And I think that really made it good. Yeah, I'll see if I can find that and share that. I'm happy to share that. Okay, guys, these pieces are 1/2 inch by 4. All right. And you can see how those will just fit right in there. Okay, easy peasy. Let's create a tag. I'm going to set this off to the side, and we're going to create a tag. I've got a piece of real red. This is, got to find my bone folder. Real red, 2 3/4 by 6, scored at 3 inches. So we just scored that in half. All right. Let's have some fun. I have got 3 pieces of garden green cardstock. These are 2 3/8 by 2 5/8. You guys know I love to save cardstock, so I've got some tips. I'm going to bring in the reindeer. What is it? Reindeer Fun? Yes, Reindeer Fun dies. And I fell in love. We're not even going to use the reindeers, but I loved the holly. Holly berries are my favorite Christmas decor thing. I'm just drawn to anything with holly and berries. So what I'm going to do is we're going to die cut from two just 2. All right. We're going to die cut our holly leaves. All right. So through the magic of television, I have that done. All right. So it's going to look something like this. Make sure when you're die cutting from the center, because we're going to cover those. And that way we can use them. And then this one we're leaving alone, because this is the one that we'll be writing a message on. And you don't want any of these lumpies and bumpies underneath there. So you've got that done. Now we're going to bring in a little piece of real red. It's a scrap, but I think mine is a 1x2. Don't get wrapped up in it. I mean, it's truly a scrap. I'm going to come in with some packing tape and just a little bit. All right. Just like that. And I'm going to lay that across my real red cardstock. And I'm going to use my bone folder to kind of, how do I say it? This is when, you know how sometimes we need to burnish it just to get, what do I want to say? Just kind of get all the, you want to press it down, really. I mean, you don't want any lumpies to show. I guess that's really not the word I'm looking for. Anyway, we're going to make our berries shiny. All right. So I'm going to come in, and you know what? I think I'm going to use my mini machine. Mini machine, where are you? With this new setup, it's very difficult to bring in my big machine, but I do love my mini machine, so it's okay. We're going to cut 2 of these, and we're going to use our base plate 1 and a cutting plate 2. Let's get those berries right there. Add another cutting plate. We'll run this through. And I love this tip because I just love having shiny little berries. And it's so easy to do. All right, now I need my take your pick tool because, well, especially with that packing tape, it really wants to kind of stick in there. There, can you see? See my shiny berries? So fun. Let's run another one through because we're going to need 2 of these. And that's the only thing you're going to need your die cutting machine for. Now, I do want to let you know that your that first die that I used, the holly leaves, those would have fit through there too. I just wanted to kind of get things done a little quickly for you. So we'll pop this one out, and that is all we need with our real red and our packing tape. I love the packing tape tips. My tip of the packing tape is one of my favorites.
Connie, are words hard today?
Words are very hard today.
I
cannot word today. I'm telling you. I've been like that all week too.
Hey, we've got a couple of people that are actually using their mini machine while they're watching you.
Perfect. I love that. I love that. Well, we're going to stamp now, ladies who are watching me. So again, greetings of the season. I've got 2 ink pads, garden green, real red. That's pretty easy. And let's see, I have got 3 pieces. 1, 2. Okay, where's the third one? I've lost one. That's not good. Okay, we'll figure it out, but it is definitely not here. Okay, fun. It was here once before. I don't know. It has disappeared. Do I have 2 on here? What? I can't word, and I obviously can't cut enough cardstock. Don't worry. We're going to get this. We're going to get this figured out. So what we are going to do, we're going to start with, may your holiday season be filled with cheerful, with warmth and cheerful celebration. Words, Connie. All right. Garden green. It's a day. It's a day. All right. So let's see. I am going to have this going with the 2 3/8 up at the top. And I'm going to scoot that down so I can see. There we go. All right. I just re-inked my ink pad, so it looks really pretty. All right, we've got that one. I'm going to come in with this one, and I'm going to, oops, not in garden green. Not in garden green. So obviously I can't stamp today either. Okay, we want to do this in real red. And I'm going to stamp the word Christmas. Do you guys love this font? Let me know in the comments. I love a good scripty font. Okay, Christmas. And back in with the garden green, we're going to say, I love this stamp set because you really just get to kind of build your sentiment. So I'm going to say, Merry Christmas to you and yours. I also love to stamp crooked because then I don't have to worry about stamping straight. It's like I meant it to be crooked. Okay, now because I cannot find my other piece of white paper, and I really wish I knew why I can't find my other piece of white paper. I'm going to show you. I guess I'm just going to show you right here, and I really do apologize, guys. I don't know what happened there. Let me bring in my tag so you can see. It says love and joy from, but I want to show you how I did that. So I'm just going to do it here on my grid paper. So what you're going to do on this one is you're going to stamp love and joy. And then you're going to come in with the word from, because there's a to and from on this one. And I'm just going to line it up right there. So that's how I did that. It doesn't say love and joy from. I put those two together. So just wanted you to be aware that's how I did that. Okay. So our tags are done, except for the one that Connie has misplaced. So let's put this tag together. We're going to take our 2 die cut pieces, and these are the ones that we're going to hide. So we will add adhesive here. See if I can read what you guys are saying here. Claire. Hi, Claire. I'm so glad you're joining us today. Welcome. Okay, so this one is for the front. So we'll add this right here. This is what I was saying. I love to use my cardstock very wisely because no one's going to see that. I'm not writing over it, so I don't need to worry about that. We're going to take this one, and it's going to go in the top of our tag. Okay, so this one will go here because we're not writing a message on this one. And we're going to take our Merry Christmas to you and yours. We'll cover that. And then we're going to take our last piece of garden green. These were all the same size, by the way. These were, what were these? 2 3/8 by 2 5/8. And our basic white pieces, let's see, 2 1/4 by 2 1/2. All right, let's pretend this is here. You just have to work with me today. That's what we got. All right, so there's our sweet little tag. Now we're going to add our holly leaves that we cut out. I have tricks for you. All right, I'm going to take my, yes.
Sue Beatty says, when I win the lottery, I'm going to hire a craft room supervisor to find the things I misplace and lose.
Girl, I am so with you. What was that? Oh, Sue said that. Oh my gosh, Sue. I can get behind that for sure. All right, guys, I just put a little dot of some multi-purpose glue here. And you're going to add this only in the center, okay? That's the only place I'm going to add glue. And we want that to kind of hang off the bottom. And now we're going to take a couple of our little shiny berries. And again, just a little glue there in the center. And I want you to see, what did I like stamp my fingernail? Okay. Can you see how the shiny berries really make a difference? I love that. Now, I'm going to share a trick. Here we go. I'm going to take this holly leaf, and I want to make sure I'm adhering it in the exact same way. All right, so I know this is over to the left. I'm going to put my multi-purpose glue there. I'm going to come behind, okay, just like this. Line that up. Keep in mind, there'll be white cardstock here, so it's going to look like this, okay? So those line up really cute, and there's your love to and from. And we'll add our final berries to the inside. And friends, you guys know, you've got some favorite Christmas stamp sets. Pull out those favorite Christmas stamp sets and create yourself a really fun tag. All right. Okay. You ready to put this together? I'm going to grab my bread and I'm going to grab some pool party pom-pom ribbon. I love this ribbon. Now I've got about 36 inches, but you know what, guys? It's Christmas. Have fun with the ribbon. Okay. Use tons of it. It's what Christmas is all about. We love things wrapped and tied, and it's beautiful. All right. So I'm going to tie this in a big bow, and I want great big tails hanging off of it because it makes it extra cute. So, and I just absolutely love this ribbon. All right. So we have that on there. Let's come in now and put our sleeve that we just created. Remember, I said it's not going to go all the way over, and that's okay. I've got a piece. This is a flashcard, by the way, and this is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4. And I'm going to add adhesive just down 2 sides like that. So let me start right here, and I'm going to line it up on that end. Okay. We're going to bring this one around. So really all we're doing is we're stretching it. And look, now we have the bottom of it's super pretty. No one's going to see what we even had going on there. But look, we have this really great sleeve that will just slide off. Isn't that so cute? And again, I love to bake. And so I love to give the gift of homemade bread. Now this, I'm just going to kind of add it right here. So I don't have to do anything fancy. Whoop, little glue, your favorite adhesive. We'll put that right there. And there we, ooh, maybe we'll hold it until it's, you know what? We're just going to pretend like that worked fine. Take 2. Okay, we're good now. But I'm going to show you the one that actually has the stuff on the inside. So there we go. We've got our message here. This is the one that didn't have anything die cut from underneath, so we can write from the Stewarts. In fact, make all of your gifts from Connie Stewart. I mean, why not? I'm fine with that. All right, guys. So that is sleeve number 1. Now we're going to move on to if you don't have it in a container and you just make mini loaves. Now, I had Christina run downstairs. These are the ones that I use, these little silicone guys. I love these. I'm telling you, I love them. In fact, I bought 12 of them because I like to make a lot of bread at one time. The other benefit of these over those great big loaves of bread is they cook in about half the time. All right, because they're smaller. So, and I'll have the link to these if you want them. They'll be over at Simply Simple Stamping here in a bit. But let's jump in with our next sleeve. All right, Granny Apple Green, because we're going to go a little bit brighter on this one. Guess what? 4 1/4 by 11. Love it. So I've done some scoring on this one with the 11 inches at the top. You're going to score it 2 inches, 4 inches, 7 inches, and 9 inches. Easy peasy. All right. Now I need to tell you something. You may find that maybe your bread is rose a little bit higher than mine. Maybe you put more batter in yours. Guess what? I'm going to help you with that. If your sleeve doesn't quite fit your bread, I'm also going to recommend you maybe start with a piece, especially on this one. The other one, you're fine. You know those measurements are going to work. But on this one, because everyone's bread could be a different height, you might want to practice with just some copy paper. Okay? Do that first. So let me bring in my loaf of bread, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of bring this around. So you can see it's going to seal right down there. I told you I just got this out of my freezer, so it's still a little wet. Okay, so you can see I've got a little gap right here. Hopefully you guys can see that. So here's what you're going to do if you find that you need to add a little more space. And where you're going to need it is right here. So I'm going to come back in with my Simply Scored board. By the way, you could also use your scoring blade on your paper trimmer. But it's right here at the 4 inches and the 7 inches. This is where we're going to need to adjust. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some 1/8 of an inch extra score lines right there. It's going to give it curve. Okay. And again, this is something that I would love to see you practice with some copy paper first. You might only need a couple extra score lines. You might need all of those. But what this will allow us to do is this is going to give it that curvature. So we can just kind of come along, try to give all of these little score lines a score. It's going to be a little finicky on me, but that's all right. We've got it. So can you see we're just kind of giving it curve. All right. And that's going to help us quite a bit should we need it. Okay. And let me go ahead and get this done for you, and then we'll decorate. And in the download today, I do tell you that you may have to adjust your measurements. And it's only on the first measurement. Okay. Or on the designer series paper. Forgive me. On the designer series paper, which we're going to add, you may have to adjust these measurements. Okay. I'm all right with it. I think I'm just going to go right there. You know what? I am not. I'm going to, in order to get that to line up, I can see I'm going to need to trim a little bit off. That's okay. That is something that you'll figure out as you create your bread. You'll know how much you need to trim off. So I think I need to trim off about that much. Okay. I want it to fit right inside there. Yep, that looks good. Let me test my other ones. Oh, it's tight. I think I'll take a hair off of those as well. Remember, it's all going to be determined on your bread. This part right here, you could do this with some copy paper as well to kind of figure out what size your designer series paper needs to be cut. Ooh, I have that really stuck down in there. Come here. Woo. Okay, there we go. Let's get to putting this together. And I'm telling you guys, this is the best way to give the gift of bread. Just like before, we're going to put adhesive on all four sides. Let's see. Jean said the extra score lines on the sleeve is the best idea ever. Oh, Jean, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you like that. Yeah, you know, that's just it. Everybody's bread is going to rise differently. And if you were doing something like a fresh bread, like a white bread, oh, I could really rise really big. So for something like that, you might have to really adjust. But here's the thing. That's what copy paper's for. At least you kind of have the basis of what we're doing. And that's what's important, is that we just kind of understand how these are going to go together. All right, friends, this paper, this was 6x6, started out as 6x6. And this is the Take a Bow, or Take a Bow, but it really is Take a Bow. Okay, we'll add this one here. All right, let's cover our bread now and let's see what we got. Do you see how that kind of curves? Now it's like it just sort of molds to my bread. Now keep in mind, this one was done with that silicone pan. So again, you'll want to adjust. Now for this one, I only need adhesive here. And make sure you're getting plenty of adhesive. We want this to stay closed, right? We don't want it to pop off on somebody. Make sure you're putting your pretty side of bread down first. And these will just wrap around. And just like our other ones, if you need to adjust, if your bread is wider, this is where you adjust, right? Super easy. Now mine in particular comes almost right to that score line, but there we go. It's going to slide on and off easily. And let's add some ribbon, because everything's prettier with ribbon. And then we're going to make a tag for this as well. I have got, oops, I'm throwing stuff. I have got some of the gold and real red polka dotted ribbon. So probably would have been a little easier had I done this before I put it together. But, you know, we learn these things as we go, right? Okay. Let's tie this in a bow. And I want to make sure I can get that pretty polka dot. This is the trick. This is the trick with that kind of reversible ribbon. I don't want that side. I want the pretty side. So what I'm going to do is make sure I twist, and I want ugly side up in the middle because no one will see it. That way, when I push my loop through, boop, I get the pretty side. And then this one that's wanting to flip, you're just going to give them a twist, just like that, so that they go right where they need to go. Beautiful. Slide my bread back in. These can all be made in advance, by the way. All of your little pretty wrappers, they can be made in advance. Let's make a tag. Guys, this one just could not be any easier. I have got Granny Apple Green 2.5 by 5.5. So this one is a little bit smaller. And I'm going to have this one open this way. I've got 2 pieces of basic white. And let's see, what have I got here? 2.5 by 2.25. I'm going to come back in with Greetings of the Season. There's only one season. Sorry. And we're going to come in with Real Red. And for this one, I'm going to leave the inside blank. All right. Let me find my stamp. Again, my most favorite fonts ever. It's the most wonderful time of the year because we get to eat so much good stuff. That's why I love the holidays. How about you guys? Let's see what you guys are saying. Oh, I love that you guys make friends. It just makes me so happy when I see you guys saying hello to each other, because you come onto these lives and you've built friendships through the lives. I love it. So, Jean, I love how you spelled your name, Jean. That's beautiful. All right. It's the most wonderful time. Now, friends, if you wanted to add those holly berries and the leaves and stuff, feel free to do that. This one I did keep a little bit easier. So we'll just add some adhesive right there. I'm going to tuck it underneath that ribbon. There we go. Place to write your message. Oops. Place to write your message will go right there. All right. So very simple to create. All right. I'm going to bring in my other one here. Make sure, nope, that's the one that I messed up with. I didn't have the inside. So let's bring these back in. So these, of course, created when you purchase the little tins with the lids. I love those, but I also love the ones that I do in my little silicone. What do we call these molds? What a bread pan. It's a pan. It's a silicone pan. I got it, guys. So there we go. You can change up the paper. Guys, I also love to do this for Valentine's Day. All right. So this is a fun little gift for neighbors, coworkers, things like that. So don't just think about this at Christmas time. This is a great gift all year long. And remember, bread freezes great. So you can put this in a Ziploc bag, keep it nice and fresh. So when you're ready to give it, you can go ahead and work on it now and give it for the holidays. Okay, friends, there we go. Thank you all so much for being here and dealing with my lost paper. You do realize as soon as this video is over, I'm going to find it. And more than likely, one of my dogs took it. So that's how it goes around here. It's here somewhere. But anyway, I just want to say thank you for being here. If you liked the video and you like this idea, I would love a thumbs up on YouTube. Thank you so much for doing that for me. And hey, if you have not subscribed, take a moment to subscribe. I'm just about to hit 130,000 subscribers. So I'd love to hit that number. That would be so cool. So yeah, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. In fact, there's a little bell after you subscribe. And if you ring that bell, then YouTube can let you know when I'm going to be back with another video. And I'd love to have you join us, guys. I share on Tuesdays with a pre-recorded video. And then on Thursdays, I'm always here live at the same time. So I would love for you to join in. Okay. Real quick, I do want to show you what we're going to create next week. So let me go ahead, move my camera right back here. This is what we're going to create next week. Ready? Look at this gorgeous card. Wishing I were there to give you a big hug. Missing you. Sending love. Oh my gosh, this card is gorgeous. It stands It's lovely, and I can't wait to share with you how to create it. So I hope that you guys will join me next week. We'll be right here at the same time. Love you guys. Have a great day. Enjoy. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.